Good evening, good morning from anywhere you're watching us from all over the world. My name is Titilu Yelumiwalajide. Welcome to our platform today. It's been a while, but welcome everyone, and thank you for the support, thank you for the likes, for the subscriptions, and the comment as well. So today we are going to briefly talk about the CAF AFCON competition going on. But before then, I want to introduce my colleagues, my co-panelists, the juggernauts, the whatever nuts, what not. So from they are both on my right hand side. So Baka.
Yes, Barka, back again. We're going to talk about our continent today, what they have to offer us at the AFCON 2024. I hope you're going to enjoy today's episode because we're boiling, man.
Yeah. See why?
Yo, my people, how do you do? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, today is about AFCON. Let's set it rolling.
Anyways, for people who stumbled on our page, AFCON is just African Cup of Nations, right? So, and the only reason why we're talking about it is because we love it's for the good of the game. We love the game. We understand that way back home, the passion, the investment, the brand is not like, we don't go crazy over it, not because we are not proud of it, but because we just know that sometimes it's just substandard, right? But before I talk too much, I leave all the rage, I leave it to Baka for today in terms of AFCON's episode. But I want to say that the tournament has begun. It started in in a fantastic fashion with the host, with a 2-0 victory in the opening game, and so that was quite fantastic. And then we've seen quite a few upsets. I won't say a few. We've seen upsets. Major upsets in this in the ongoing tournament. We have Nigeria drawing with Equatorial Guinea, and when we say upset, it's not like we don't rate whatever teams they play. No, we're not looking down on anyone. We are quite happy this time around because we understand that in terms of matching, going toe to toe with the so-called big guns, right? That you see a country, no disrespect to Cabo Verde, but they dealt with Ghana or with all the
superstars
and everything.
Are you brothers?
And they are you brothers. Yeah, the so-called superstars. They wallop there. And you see Tunisia as well.
Wow.
Boom. The only Namibia are giving it to everybody like that. The only team that stood out for me was still Senegal, and I don't country because I remember the upset they often want to cost the Super Eagles in when the rivalry in the days of Diouf, right? Yeah. So I remember that. I can see that Namibia gave it to Tunisia. We can see here that Mali gave it to South Africa as well. And so that's just a quick rundown of all the games so far. But now that's the interesting part about the AFCON tournament.
Right.
Now, you know me, right? I have a knack for talking about the uncomfortable aspect of the sport. Let's talk about credibility.
Right.
How credible is CAF?
I think you cannot call the world credible near CAF, man, because we've seen how disorganized they've been. The corruption that was there even during Sepp Blatter when this guy, the Cameroonian guy, Hayatu was president.
Hayatu.
Yeah. Then I don't know. I think now it's the South African guy, right? That's CAF president. What's his name? I don't know.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, there's one South African guy. I think the owner of Mamelodi Sundowns or something. Yeah. So like you feel like probably now under the Infantino leadership, probably a new face, because I think Hayatu has been president even before I was born.
Yeah, he has been.
He was CAF president like almost our whole lifetime until
Patrice Motsepe.
Yeah, so you see that's the guy.
Mama
So, yeah, until recently, that now we have someone different. But I'm not. I still don't see any changes. Like I was saying, like I've followed this competition like from 2000 till now. That's like 24 years, and I feel like it gets worse. Every edition, I don't see. There was a time like they even changed the host that minute, took it to South Africa. So the word credible shouldn't be even near CAF. And all the other organizations, the other federations that are under them, we feel that, especially the West African ones, like it's just a joke. The Ghanaian FA,
Terrible.
the Nigerian FA, the Cameroonian FA, even now that Eto'o is heading it, the North Africans are even the one maybe you feel like they are more organized, despite they are the ones that even have more issues right now, because you can relate the North Africans to the Arab world with all the political instability and everything, but somehow they are even the ones that appear to be more organized than us in the West African side, where you just see some kind of funny cases of corruption. With Eto'o, there was talk of match fixing that time. I don't know whether that has gone. Yeah. So you see with all those things, then you see like the product they give us on the pitch, it shows also. Like a lot of individuals turn up.
Even the players
in Europe, you see them when they're on the field, they just look at how chaotic the country is. That's what we see on the pitch also. And like if you follow our matches like through qualification or anything in the last 18 months,
nothing to write home about.
Yeah, you won't be surprised with these results. Like I don't think anyone will be surprised. Anyone that follows Nigerian football.
Guinea even beats Nigeria 2-0 pre-warm-up AFCON.
Yeah.
You know that doesn't that doesn't hurt me so much. You know what hurts me the most is the fact that sensationalism will kill Super Eagles of Nigeria or some of these big African stars, right? They will serve you shit on the field of football, but still have the audacity to be showboating on social media. They'll be posting. You know, somebody almost had a clash with someone on one of those platforms when under the Super Eagles skin, where they were posting the Nigerian people singing and dancing, and the person commented and was like, "Oh, this is the Nigeria we want, undivided." I'm like,
"Are you
shut
alright?"
up. Like, I just eased, and the person was like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because they will still serve you shit."
Absolutely.
And then in the game, you saw what happened. It was. I mean, Sunday league. Sunday league. No, Sunday, that's far-fetched. People who play for or your babes or your A or those indigenous clubs in Nigeria will play better than what they serve those.
Yeah, because those ones at least will be more organized and they'll be more determined. They want to fight. They are coming passionately to pay for the badge.
No, yeah, they are bringing Ahmed Musa.
I think what we are going to see at this AFCON is going to be those teams that we feel like they are not up to par with most of these elite players in some of those countries like Senegal, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, the likes of Egypt,
Cabo Verde.
Yeah. So we see that most of these other African teams that
believe not to be exposed.
Yeah, not to be exposed. Their players are playing in Africa. They tend to be very fitter than those guys that are playing in Europe, and they have more better facilities to train. But you see, those guys in Africa playing for African teams, they are very, very fit. For example, see the Namibia played with Tunisia, and the goal that was scored and the assist itself. I mean, those guys were running the whole 90 minutes. I watched that match in awe because these guys were constantly running, constantly bombarding the Tunisian defense, and I was like, "Wow, are this Africa?" I had to check some of their names where they are playing, and I noticed that most of them, they are playing in South Africa. Man, so I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked.
No, because they got there through their blood, sweat, and tears. Because they know what it means. They're probably their own livelihood. Maybe their next contract with Mamelodi Sundown or Accra Out of Oaks or Ashanti Kotoko depends on that game. So
Man.
they will put
Man,
everything.
The fitness level it alone is what you see when a player is fit.
Because they also take pride.
It shows.
Those ones are
They
determined.
take pride. They take pride in they take pride in wearing their jersey.
Now I want to lay this question. So why does CAF not try their best to support the grassroots football in Africa to make it look much better?
I don't understand you.
Keep as in like maybe allocate a lot of money to be able to, support most of these club sides.
Have you forgotten how we started this conversation?
I understand.
How credible is CAF?
No, that's what
you
I'm
already
saying.
said they are not credible.
They are not.
You
They are
cannot
not.
give
100%.
You
They are
cannot
not.
give
They are not
what
credible.
you don't have.
But
See, for me, right, sponsors like Total Energies, right, for CAF, I don't understand. I think it was Baka who made a point in one of those shows that we asked that anything private tends to work better.
yeah,
They should seek for investment into African sports. Get in private investors to come in, invest in facilities, grow these players, and develop the league. I don't even think, if we count the number of countries in Africa that currently has a functioning local league, you'll be surprised. So, because everything is lobby is who you know. It's about corruption. They are just siphoning all the money that they get. That is why they cannot give you what they don't. That's why the CAF branding itself is very poor. There's nobody going to the stadium to even watch these games. You don't even want to watch it on the TV.
okay. I want to. There's this club in Nigeria. I want to pull out their names. They have been doing very well. I hope I can. Please just give me a minute if I can get them up. Because you just mentioned private club sites that if they can come in, maybe people from outside Africa, they can come in, invest in the talent that we have.
Yeah.
If it can bring up our talents. Yeah, I remember the name. The name is Vandreza Academy. Shout out to them. These guys, they operate like a standard European league. Now they get the players accommodation. They get them their training pitch. Okay, why I really know them was that they were playing in my state.
Oh, okay.
But at some, these political reasons, the team started to make waves, and I don't know what happened with the state government. They had to drive them away from the state capital.
Yeah, because if I want to bring in the sons of my cousins and you don't want to take them in the
exactly.
academy.
So I don't know what happened though, but I can't comment more on that. But Vandreza Academy now is in Lagos, and they are doing perfectly well. The only private club side that are able to cover their match privately and streamline it on YouTube, people are able to watch. It's standard. So for me, I feel like if private people are able to come in and invest in Africa, there are a lot of talents in Africa, not just in Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, the West African region, the North African region. There are a lot of stars. So why don't we maybe make a campaign? Because since the leadership of CAF is failing us, it's failing woefully.
I can tell you.
What can we do?
I can tell you why. Right? From a business standpoint, right? Barriers to entry. Corruption is the barrier to entry to foray into those kind of things. Absolutely. Because we remember the story of who wanted to play for was in Nigeria at one point in time that they were asking them to come and bribe the coaches to come and pay.
I think that was in Cameroon.
To come and pay and all the likes.
That's Mbappe.
That was Mbappe, right? But it happens in every single part of Africa currently, right? So if you decide that, we have this thing we want to invest, they will probably give you one ridiculous ratio or percentage or quota of commitment that you need to make. They can tell you that at any point in time when we petition or we say that I want these 10 boys fielded, they will be fielded. It even happens in the selection process.
Yeah, that really kills our development. Because when you say this story, even the Mbappe one, I remember this guy, the Toronto Raptors president,
Yeah.
Masai Ujiri, he said when they're doing basketball without borders,
Yeah.
that because he's Nigerian, his dad is Nigerian, his mom is Kenyan. He picked Nigeria like to go and study there, and he was like the authorities were saying he has to pay some money.
You have to, yes, you have to Roja.
So he said like, okay, it's fine. His mom is from Kenya. He went to Kenya and
Straight up,
started
and
there.
he got it done.
Yeah.
So
So all those things
I also want to add to you see like most of the superstars that we see in Europe now, I know they are black Africans. They are now changing their nationalities to most of these European countries because they were accepted better. You look at the national team of France, it's 90% Africans.
Yeah, me, I've never had an issue with that. Like even like if you look at the English team, like the Tammy Abrahams, the Bukayo Saka, Tomori, those guys, I don't have an issue because that's where those people invested in them.
No, I am good with that. What I'm trying to say is that shame on CAF.
Oh yeah.
Shame on CAF.
You cannot shame the shameless.
So them is just there.
We allow our best talent to be exported and then we cannot bring them back because of pure mismanagement,
And greed.
pure greed, pure what have you? Corruption. The corruption that is in CAF. They need to sit up and then make sure that the soccer in Africa improves drastically. They cannot even compare themselves to Asia. Asian Cup is currently ongoing simultaneously with AFCON.
Yeah.
And you could see the difference in the sport, the difference in attendance of matches
The
in
difference
Asia.
in
entertainment.
preparation. Do you know when?
Just look at the quality of goals, the Jordan Malaysia
match.
Look at the branding itself.
Japan and Vietnam.
Did you hear any of their players returning to camp, turning up one day to the beginning of the
Yes. Andre Onana.
Uncle, like Onana did.
Shame on you, man. Shame on you. Tournament starts on the 14th. You're arriving a day after. Bro, who does that? Your country needs you, man. Your country needs you. Just 1 month. 1 month. You can be with Manchester United for 4 years contract they signed. They just need you for 1 month, bro. And you showed up late. You're supposed to be like one of the leaders or one of the people that have the money. You wasted how much on a private jet? You could have used it to help one of your local players to get them organized and ready, bro. So we're talking about the leadership being corrupt. Then we also have players that are not committed. Bro,
Absolutely.
you're invited. Why don't you show up on time? Get organized. Help your country. It's just what the AFCON is like every 2 years. I don't know.
Every 2 years.
Yeah. So just once in a while opportunity. I don't know why you have to make it so obvious. If you're committed to Man United, don't come, bro. Stay. Play for Man United. You're actually shit there as well.
Burn.
Shots fired. But this thing happened when they played the World Cup as well. You know, the same thing. I think he's in discipline.
I think he was sent away. He was sent
away from camp. You know,
by song, right?
By song, yeah.
That time I actually even felt bad for him because I was like, maybe the guy didn't like his style of play and all those things. I was like, why would he do that to Onana? But then when he did this stuff, I don't even know. For me, if like I'm Eto or the song, I'll just tell him not to come, bro. Because it's disrespectful, not just to to your teammates, to the country of Cameroon. It's disrespectful.
I also feel like most of these players actually do this sort of stuff because they are, you know, the kind of money that they are being paid, bro. It's
okay, but imagine if it's a European country.
Let's not lie.
If even the South Americans, bro, the Brazil, like they love their country so much. They love their country so much. They can do anything to Brazil. They even play better for their country than they play for their country.
For their country, you know, but let's not lie. You know, in Africa, money stops nonsense.
No, the money is important. I understand, but your contract is already there. You're going to get paid regardless.
It's just gross indiscipline. And that tells us that from the top to bottom, like the rot is really
absolutely
deep. And that's a sad story, right?
Yeah. I even remember even someone like Adebayo that time, like they had problem with their bonuses. He's the one that's helping.
He took it up.
This guy, he's showing up late to camp. These are the people that are supposed to step up and do something.
Exactly.
When things are needed, they are showing up late to camp.
Anyways, this is our own appeal to CAF.
Yeah.
Please do better. And if you cannot get it done, find alternative solutions for investment.
Absolutely.
Anyways, thank you everyone.
Did
for
they even win the
listening to
game? They lost, right?
Who?
Cameroon.
I think they lost. And also, for me, I also need to point this out to CAF.
They
Please,
drew now. They drew.
Any host nation should please try to upgrade their pitches to world standard, because the
How is
pitches
that
that
the
we have,
problem? How is
the
that the
pitches
problem of the
that is
host nation?
available at this AFCON are, in fact, it's a catalyst for serious injuries for these players.
Who approved the host nation?
They are the ones that approve. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
so they will check-
I'm
they will
appealing
check
to
the-
them. I'm
They
appealing
should
to
do
them.
due diligence. Everything
so-
still rests on CAF. Anyways, shout out
cents.
to the motherland.
Yeah.
We love you.
Back to the world.
It's just a passionate appeal. We want to see the beautiful game of football develop back in the motherland, because the talents are there. So do something, people.
All right.
Peace out. In the words of Yemuli. Peace out.
Peace out.